We have to outbrake him, which we do. We're going through the last corner here. We actually have the move. We've actually got into P2. We're on the outside. He will have the inside for the next corner or onto the straight. We're side by side here. Hello everyone, Basic Ollie here, hope you're all doing well. Today you join me for another ACC online multiplayer video. Today I decided to jump into the Nissan GTR, just because it says Gran Turismo on it, so I thought, lol, why not? If any excuse to jump into it really. But yeah, we're going around Monza today, and yeah, you're going to see in this video there's some very, very quick people here. But yeah, without further ado, let's crack on, let's see if we can get some qualifying laps in. Crossing the line then, to set our first banker time. We set a 150.4, which is no way going to set the world alight. We're still 6 tenths off, or basically 7 tenths off the leader. So we're going to have to crack on, put our heads down and see if we can improve. I'm sure we can. There's probably a second in there, possibly more to be honest with you. I've gotten the 148s before, a high 148, but I'll keep pushing and I'll see what I can do. Crossing the line then for our second lap time. It looks like we did a 149.9, so we dipped into the 149s. So we've managed to improve a little bit. So's the leader as well though, so it's just under 6 tenths, but again, we'll keep pushing and we'll see what we can do. Okay then boys and girls, this is going to be the last attempt we have to improve. We're currently sat in P7, which is nowhere near what we want to be, and a best time of a 149.9 still, so we desperately need to improve. Okay. First chicane in on this track is absolutely vital. I brake just before the 150 metre board, keeping it to left, flicking it over to the right, attacking the inside of the curb ever so slightly of the sausage curb there. And then in first gear, quickly in the second, third, fourth, and powering through out. We've improved slightly, 7 thousandths of a second. It's not a lot, but still it's an improvement, so we've got to look through that. Anyways, going through the Curva Grande, I believe, is where we're going through now. Just for getting ourselves ready for the second chicane. I brake just on the 150 metre board. Again, make sure I don't attack the sausage curb on the inside of the first curb. For the second one, I just touch it ever so slightly and we're now 2 tenths up. So improvements are being made. Right, Lesmo 1 then. In third gear, powering out to fourth, but I put a little bit too much power and too much steering angle, and the rear end kind of steps out a little bit. Same here again, Lesmo 2. A lot smoother that time though, through the exit. So yeah, many improvements being made on this lap actually. So 3 tenths up now, and the timer has just gone up, so we've got less than 2 minutes to finish this lap, but we should be absolutely fine. Okay, going through Ascari then, once more. I just brake on there's a little bit of pavement on the right hand side, just brake there. Going through here, attacking the curbs. This car feels great for the curbs, you really can go over them, and the car stays pretty stable, which is one of the reasons I really like this car. It can handle the curbs quite well. 3.5 tenths up then, now drop down to P8, so big improvements are going to be needed through this last corner here, and we do actually get them. I brake a lot later and a lot harsher, and then power out halfway through the corner, and it looks like we may just improve by over 7 tenths here, and yeah, it looks like we've just gained 7 tenths, and that puts us in P3. So that was a 149.2. Again, improvements throughout that lap can definitely be made. We're definitely getting 48s, but I'll take a P3. Yeah, pretty happy with that, not too shabby. Let's see what we can do in the race. Well, that's annoying. Alright then boys and girls, sat on the grid. Actually, I have to admit, P4 might actually not be a bad position to start in. As you can see, we're just doing the rolling start now, but I actually have the inside line, which is probably really important going to the first chicane. So maybe dropping down to P4 isn't actually too bad, considering we line up in order, side by side, and we're still in the second row and we've got the inside. I don't actually think that's too bad, but let's get ready for this 15-minute race then online on ACC multiplayer. I think the guys in front of me are using, there's 2 Ferraris and a Porsche, and I don't see many Nissan GTRs, so it's probably not the best car around here, but still, we'll crack on regardless. We like to use different cars in this game instead of the usual go-tos, but let's make sure we don't actually break the speed limit, and then we actually stick to 43 miles an hour, waiting for the green lights, and there they are. We get a good start, but we were just going to go right in the back of the Porsche if we weren't careful, so I pulled over to the left, and we've managed to take third place, but now it looks like we've got another Porsche on our inside, so we're going to have to be careful. We've got the first 2 here fighting. There's going to be a little gap that's going to form on the inside, I'm going to just try and take it there. I almost squeeze myself through. I get squished by both cars. I've got nowhere to go. The Porsche just kind of cuts off in front of me. And, yeah, bit of a disaster if I'm being honest. I don't like it seeing anyone getting wiped out at the start. But I just don't think I could have put my car anywhere else there. I honestly do not think my car could have put... I couldn't have put it anywhere else. And unfortunately, he's just come across me and my front end touches his rear end. And, yeah. Unfortunately, that's game over for him. Well, not quite game over. He can still come back, but yeah, there's a long road ahead of him. Coming out of Ascari then and onto the back straight. I'm really close to this Ferrari now, getting all the slipstream I possibly can. Looking for a move potentially on the outside, but he's got the inside line there, and yeah, he's just going to be able to get a better exit because of the line he's got. And we're going to have to be a little bit cautious as well. As you can see, there's a Ferrari in my mirrors. So, yeah, we're going to have to watch out for that guy. This could be a 3-horse race for second place at the moment. This guy in front of me is bloody quick, you know. I'm having to push, and it's only lap 1, or lap 2, I should say. And I'm really having to push to try and keep up with him here. And I just outbrake myself, and I try and take too much curb. And I'm losing the rear end. And simple little mistakes like that are going to really cost me against this guy, because consistency is going to be key trying to keep up with him. So I'm just going to cross the line then to start lap 3, 2 laps completed. And you can see the time difference there, you know. He's what was that, 8 tenths quicker that lap? He's yeah. He's had my pants down on that one, boys and girls. I'm losing time into him rapidly here. I'm going to have to think of something. Oh dear. That wasn't a good way to attack, and I can see some dust kicking up as well, but again, like I said, mistakes like that, they're going to cost me. Okay, just about to start lap 5 then. I make a big improvement, managed to set myself at 149.4. But I don't know if you saw there, but the leader set a 148. He got into the 148. That's incredibly quick. That is, honestly, what a monster of a lap that is. I'm having that Ferrari. Like, I'm going to use that Ferrari next time around here, because there's something to that Ferrari. That is incredibly quick. Crossing the line then to improve once more. We actually set a 149 flat. 7 tenths quicker than the guy in front of me. Gained a hell of a lot of time there. I am pushing like crazy for this race. I'm really, really desperately trying to get this Ferrari in front of me. He's just incredibly quick. And unfortunately, I outbrake myself. And all the time that I've managed to gain on him there, I've thrown it away by outbraking myself. We've got just over 5 minutes to go, so maybe 4 or 5 laps left. I was pushing like crazy before, and I have to absolutely get every ounce of pace I can out of myself here, just to try and catch up with this guy. Just exiting Parabolica then, I'm still on the back of this Ferrari. I've managed to gain a lot in the last couple of laps, and we managed to cross the line there. And we managed to set ourselves a 148.9, which I think during the race is incredible pace personally. I know there'll be some people out there that can go faster, 100%, but for me, on a personal level, very, very happy with that. But the Ferrari's a bit shaky going through the chicane here, and I've made big gains there. I'm just, what is that, 0.45, or it's just flicking between the 2 times there. It's 0.4 seconds behind him now, so maybe if we just keep the pressure on him here, we could get ourselves a P2 after pushing like absolutely crazy. Right, after 150 meter board, we break through the second chicane. I've just hit the sausage curb too hard there, and it's cost me a little bit of time. Right, Lesmo 1 from 4th into 3rd gear. Trying to find the middle of the apex and power out. It's quite difficult to do that through both Lesmo 1 and Lesmo 2. It looks, these corners are actually more difficult than they look. As you can see, I still hit the curb too much and I lose time to the Ferrari. But no matter, we do have the slipstream, so fingers crossed that will make up for the difference. Now, the time is just flicking between 0.2 and 0.3 seconds. Again, braking on the concrete on the right hand side. Really attacking the inside of this corner here. Up into 3rd and then 4th. Trying to get that bit of traction as we exit the corner there. Really, really close to this Ferrari now. If we're going to do anything, we're going to have to make it done on the last corner. I'm just getting as much slipstream as I can. And we're going to have to go to the left because he's defending like crazy. We have to outbrake him, which we do. We're going through the last corner here. We actually have the move. We've actually got into P2. but on the outside he will have the inside for the next corner or onto the straight. We're side by side here, going to cross the line, but it looks like he's just about to get past me, and he just about gets the move. Woo-hoo-hoo, that was close. Fair play. What a race with that guy. That was so close. I put so much effort into that. Normally I'm lapping around the 149 like 0.5, so like that's just my normal pace. But I really had to push myself there to get anywhere near him. So big shout out to that guy in P2, and another big shout out to the guy who finished in P1, because he was in a league of his own. That whole race, that was just honestly exceptionally quick driver in P1. Fair play to him. But we crossed the line. We actually go back to the lobby, and it says we're P2, and we only lost by 0.027 seconds. So that's how close that was. But yeah, what a race. But there you go, guys. I really hope you enjoyed that video. Please leave a like if you want to see more stuff like this, ACC multiplayer and stuff like that. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, if you want to see more content like this. And yeah, I'll see you for the next one. Take care, guys. Ta-da.